Hi, my name is Shawn Dullye. I got my undergrad in journalism at Texas State, and I followed that up with getting a master's in mass communications new media in 2013. My background is mostly social media. I know some coding. With new media at Texas State, it was a fairly new kind of study there, and what it is, it covered coding, social media, just web design, Photoshop, video editing. I mean, pretty much everything that you would need to know that you could do on the internet. Really, everything was shifting that way, and when I finished my undergrad in journalism, it made a lot of sense to follow new media as journalism was moving online. Things were getting a lot quicker. It wasn't taking as much time to sit down and type out a full article versus making sure I was posting videos quickly. And so, yeah, just trying to keep up with how media and how everything was moving in general. So I was lucky enough to be a part of the South by Texas State project experience in, I think it was 2012. And so it was my second semester of grad school, and coming from San Antonio and living in San Marcos, and then you come up to Austin all the time. I've been huge in music since as long as I can remember. I've been going to concerts in Austin since I was like 13 years old, and so I was very familiar with Austin. I had been coming to South by Southwest since like 2006, but I had never gotten to go to Interactive. In 2012, I would say probably 2010 on is when there was a shift where Interactive became a bigger part of South by Southwest, right? Up until that point, it was always film and music, and then music was the big one, right? Everyone wanted to get into all the cool shows and things like that. But the Interactive just started to take off, and you had people like Mark Zuckerberg coming and doing a keynote speech, and when I went, in 2012, one of the coolest things I got to see was they had a panel for the Avengers, right? And it was before the Avengers came out, and Joss Whedon was there, and it was really cool to see him because I was really big into Firefly, and so it was interesting to think that, okay, this is almost like Comic-Con now. They have all these crazy just nerd panels that is right in my wheelhouse. I've been a huge gamer and just kind of movie fanatic since I was a kid, and so it was cool to go to things like that too, right? Going to those keynotes, you can end up being a part of something really crazy. Like when Mark Zuckerberg was being interviewed, the lady interviewing him, I can't remember where she was from, some kind of tech blog, but she tried to be really snarky with him the whole time, and it was the most uncomfortable, cringe-worthy interview you could imagine seeing. But you get to be a part of it, and it's hilarious, and it gives you these stories to tell forever. And like I said, you learn all these different things. It's kind of a crash course in how to do live events as well, right? So you're going and anyone that works in social media, time is of the essence, right? Even more so is when you're a journalist and you have to write an article that has to come out the next day. I mean, when you're doing a live event, you need to do it immediately. You can't just take a bunch of pictures and then upload them 6 hours later whenever you get home. You need to be able to have a constant stream of content going out. And South by is the biggest crash course you can imagine. There's so much going on. There's so much good stuff coming in. And so you have to pick and choose, okay, what am I going to upload now? What am I going to keep so that I can write a full article and flesh it out later? And what am I going to edit later? And so you have to really just be on top of it. So for South by Southwest, in particular, the South by Texas State students, I would say make sure, go check out a bunch of different panels. You want to cover as much as you can and get some really cool content. You'll get some really out there content, and sometimes those are the ones that a lot of people flock to. The really weird, strange things. For lack of a better term, I guess people always like kind of watching a train wreck, right? So if you go to a panel that's about something very bizarre and just things that people have never seen before, that's always really cool, but again, you want to cover things that interest you, and so you have a passion behind it. So, like I said, check out a bunch of different things. For anyone in general going to South by Southwest, be sure you have as many of those little charger packs as possible, right? So when I went, those weren't really, they didn't give them out like they do now, right? And so you had to, but I think when I went in 2012, they had a guy that had all of these different chargers hanging off of a vest, and he worked for Verizon or something. It was some promotional thing they did. And you could run up to him and he would just stand there and you could plug your phone in for a little bit, right? Which is very weird and very, I don't know, kind of an Austin thing to do, is to have a human phone charger. But now you have these awesome little bricks that are like this big, and you can charge them up and they'll charge your phone in 20 minutes. And so just go to Best Buy. You can buy them for like $3 a piece. I would have 10 of them just so you never run out. Also bring a power strip. You never know when you're going to need it. Bring all of your chargers. That's the biggest thing, is just running out of battery, you know. And it may seem kind of silly to always have to be charging and you're always on your phone, but you know, that's the only way you can get content out. And you want, like I said, you want a steady stream of content. You want things going out, and that means you're going to be on your phone and your laptop a lot. So yeah, but I think most importantly, I know that you're trying to get content out, but take it in, you know, go and sit, take a picture every once in a while, take a little snap of video. You don't need to try to record an entire 20-minute panel. You know what I mean? Twitter allows 2.5 minutes, I think, of video that you can upload directly. Instagram is a minute. So go with that, right? If you want to post on Twitter, that means a minute of your thing, and the rest, just sit there, enjoy the panel, take some notes, you know, really kind of dive in for doing something a little bit later with it. You really, you know, you want to enjoy yourself. So take some time for yourself, enjoy it, go to panels you want to go to, and have a good time.